Beowulf, translated by Lesslie Hall. Book 7, Hrothgar and Beowulf. Hrothgar answered, Helm of the Scyldings, I remember this man as the merest of striplings. His father, long dead now, was Ecgtheow titled. Him Hrethel the Geatman granted at home his one only daughter. His battle-brave son is come but now, sought a trustworthy friend. Seafaring sailors asserted it then, who valuable gift-gems of the Geatman carried, as peace-offering thither, that he 30 men's grapple has in his hand, the hero in battle. The holy Creator usward sent him to Westdane warriors, I ween for to render 'gainst Grendel's grimness gracious assistance. I shall give to the good one gift gems for courage. Hasten to bid them hither to speed them, to see assembled this circle of kinsmen. Tell them expressly their welcome and soothe to the men of the Danes. To the door of the building Wulfgar went then, this word message shouted. My victorious liege lord bade me to tell you, the East Danes' atheling, that your origin knows he, and o'er wave billows wafted ye welcome are hither, valiant of spirit. Ye straightway may enter, clad in corslets, cased in your helmets, to see King Hrothgar. Here let your battle boards, wood spears, and war shafts await your conferring. The mighty one rose then, with many a liegeman, an excellent thane group. Some there did await them, and as bid of the brave one, the battle gear guarded. Together they hied them, while the hero did guide them, neath Heorot's roof. The high-minded went then, sturdy neath helmet, till he stood in the building. Beowulf spake, his byrnie did glisten, his armor seemed over by the art of the craftsman. Hail thou, Hrothgar, I am Higelac's kinsman, and vassal forsooth. Many a wonder I dared as a stripling. The doings of Grendel in far-off fatherland I fully did know of. Seafarers tell us this hall-building standeth, excellent edifice, empty and useless, to all the earlmen after even light's glimmer, neath heaven's bright hues hath hidden its glory. This my earls then urged me, the most excellent of them, carles very clever, to come and assist thee, folk leader Hrothgar. Fully they knew of the strength of my body. Themselves they beheld me when I came from the contest, when covered with gore, foes I escaped from, when 5 I had bound, the giant race wasted, in the waters destroying the knickers by night, bore numberless sorrows, the wedders avenged. Woes had they suffered, enemies ravaged. Alone now with Grendel I shall manage the matter, with the monster of evil, the giant, decide it. Thee I would therefore beg of thy bounty, bright Danish chiefman, lord of the Scyldings, this single petition. Not to refuse me, defender of warriors, friend lord of folks. So far have I sought thee, that I may unaided, my earlmen assisting me, this brave-mooded warband, purify Heorot. I have heard on inquiry, the horrible creature, from veriest rashness, recks not for weapons. I this do scorn then, so be Higelac gracious, my liege lord beloved, lenient of spirit, to bear a blade or a broad-fashioned target, a shield to the onset. Only with hand-grip the foe I must grapple, fight for my life then, foeman with foeman. He fain must rely on the doom of the Lord whom death layeth hold of. I ween he will wish, if he win in the struggle, to eat in the war hall, earls of the Geat folk, boldly to swallow them, as of yore he did often, the best of the hrethmen. Thou needest not trouble a head watch to give me. He will have me dripping and dreary with gore. If death overtake me, will bear me off bleeding, biting and mouthing me. The hermit will eat me, heedless of pity, marking the moor fens. No more wilt thou need then find me my food. If I fall in the battle, send to Higelac the armor that serveth to shield my bosom, the best of equipments, richest of ringmails. 'Tis the relic of Hrethla, the work of Wayland, goes weird as she must go. Book 8, Hrothgar and Beowulf continued. Hrothgar discoursed, helm of the Scyldings. To defend our folk and to furnish assistance, thou soughtest us hither, good friend Beowulf. The fiercest of feuds thy father engaged in. Hithelaf killed he in hand-to-hand conflict mid Wilfingish warriors. Then the Wetterish people, for fear of a feud, were forced to disown him. Thence flying he fled to the folk of the South Danes, the race of the Scyldings, or the roll of the waters. I had lately begun then to govern the Danemen, the hoard seat of heroes held in my youth, rich in its jewels. Dead was Haregar, my kinsman and elder had earth joys forsaken, hafting his barn. He was better than I am. That feud thereafter for a fee I compounded. O'er the weltering waters to the Wilfings I sent ornaments old. Oaths did he swear me, it pains me in spirit to any to tell it, what grief in Heorot Grendel hath caused me, what horror unlooked for by hatred unceasing. Waned is my war band, wasted my hall troop. Weird hath oft cast them to the clutches of Grendel. God can easily hinder the scather from deeds so direful. Oft drunken with beer o'er the ale vessel promised, warriors in armor they would willingly wait on the wassailing benches, a grapple with Grendel, with grimmest of edges. Then this mead hall at morning with murder was reeking. The building was bloody at breaking of daylight. The bench deals all flooded, dripping and bloodied. The folk hall was gory. I had fewer retainers, dear beloved warriors, whom death had laid hold of. Sit at the feast now, thy intents unto heroes, thy victor fame show, as thy spirit doth urge thee. For the men of the Geats, then together assembled, in the beer hall blithesome a bench was made ready. There warlike in spirit they went to be seated, proud and exultant. A liegeman did service, who a beaker embellished, bore with decorum, and gleaming drink poured. The gleemen sang whilom. Hearty in Heorot there was heroes rejoicing, a numerous war band of Wedders and Danemen.